Elio Castellaneta who took the lead.
Well, thank you everybody for being here. It's really cool. It was, I knew that the last stage was going to be important. Definitely a good call from the pits from Kyle Moyer, who calls my races, to pit on the at the end of the yellow flag, and it was going to be close on fuel, but we were obviously giving ourselves the best opportunity possible. And as soon as we went green after that yellow flag, it was all about saving fuel. And Elio Castellaneta and Ed Carpenter were on the same strategy as I was on, and you know, halfway through the stint, I knew that it was Elio was first and I was second if everything played out the way it was looking. And so then when it came down to 5 to go or so, I'm thinking, you know, actually it was probably a little bit more than that. It was probably 10 to go, and I'm like, where's Elio? Like, where is he? I'm supposedly P2 to him, so 5 laps later as he's backed up saving fuel, I kind of was like, hey, you know, kick it up a notch and get by him, because if this is what it comes down to, you better not think to yourself, I wish I would have tried a little bit harder. So he you know, probably would have happened whether I would have pushed or not, because it seemed like he was running out of fuel quite a bit at the end. But it was very nice to drive by him, and I didn't even know at that point, really, it was definitely mine. It wasn't until I probably looked up at the leaderboard myself in the middle of the track and saw 7 at the top that I really kind of knew. And Kyle came on the radio and said, you can use as much fuel as you want, bring it around, the checkered flag's yours. That was a big relief. Long time I've waited for this. Wish it would have happened a long time ago, but I'm not going to argue with the program. It happened the way it was supposed to happen, and I believe everything happens for a reason.
Crystal has a bike.
Tony's probably flying back from Japan, as well as Marco. We're going to go meet up at the Honda plant, actually, tomorrow, and do our Honda day that was scheduled. That's going to be our first thing. You know, we don't live next to each other, so I think that, like any good champion, you move on and you try to win the next one, and you work really hard together, and we're going to continue, like I said, to work really hard. And come Kansas, and the first when you strap in for the first practice session, this win is over with, and while it will live on the track, it's over with, and you have a new one to go after. So Tony did buy me a really large bottle of sake, and so I celebrated for him, with him. He was the bottle.
We have the first question from Mike. We'll have the last question from Mike. Mike Harris.
Okay, well, this isn't really the question, but that was on the plane that you were celebrating?
It was in the helicopter to the airport, and the car to the airport, and then the plane right here.
Okay.
That was my only opportunity. This week is scratched.